Hello and welcome. So glad you dropped by today. My name is Lynda Phippen. I've been working on some cards that I think you will enjoy. They're shaker cards, not just for kids, but we adults like to give them a good shake too. So let's just get started. Hi, I want to show you a system that I've put together to do a very quick and easy shaker card. Now, I've made some mistakes along the way, but I think I can show you something that is pretty quick and simple. So a shaker card is just putting different kinds of elements inside to give it a nice texture and a nice, just a nice fun card. So this is the first card I'm going to show you, and I'm using Christmas lights and decorated with happiness for the cards that we're going to be making. So this can be done with any die cut that gives you a surface to work on. So I used the Christmas tree and I cut it out. So you will see samples of how you can do this with different die cuts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've cut a small piece of acetate, or it's also called window sheets. So it is double-sided tape that I've put on it. And it doesn't have to go to all of the edges because you just want it to adhere to the back of your card. And the next step, what you want to do is use double-sided adhesive, foam adhesive. And you want to make sure that you don't leave any spaces because your elements will come out. So I'm just going to show you what I've done here to show you how easy it is. Now don't waste any of your pieces, but these ones here, you do want to make sure that you don't have any spaces because you don't want your elements to escape when you're shaking it. So there we go. I've got everything in place. Now, I am using a piece of DSP that has lovely garland on it, and I want it to show through the card. Now, what makes this foolproof is that you always make your acetate and your DSP smaller than your front of your card. So I've got some sequins for everything, and I'm going to use the green, or maybe we'll use gold this time. Let's try the gold. So I have a little spoon here, and because we need to take this off. Now, when I did this the first time, my backing was the same size as my front, and it was awful to try and, well, let's say impossible to, okay, so I've got it all, to line up. So this way, it's not essential that we get it lined up as long as you cover the double-sided tape and you get your elements in it, and look at that. They will not fall out. So then all you really need to do is to be doing the decorating your card. So I have a star that I put up here. I have some shiny pieces from a, what are they called? It's like shimmery paper. I'll make sure that I put the description below. Oh my. Okay. So I would like to have, yeah, that looks better over there. And just some pieces on the end here. And you could actually put this down so it covers more of it. And you have some pieces left over. So I'm going to use my, oh, here it is, my glue that has a fine tip so that we can try not to get it all over. And I did think that I could have put like gifts underneath it, underneath the Christmas tree, but I've got these decorations and I rather like them. So there we go. This might take a second to dry. Then our sentiment is Merry Christmas. I've cut the, I made 2 simple strips of gold. Did I get them all? Oh, one more. Okay, so we can set this up here. Let's see. Get it underneath the star. There we go, so it just sits up there. And then what I did was I took some, well, on the other card I used green ones, but I've got some blue ones here, or gold ones. And I just used a little bit of glue. So we'll put 5 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And use one of these handy pick tools. See how easy that is. Okay, so that is the basic concept of the card. And then I just glued it on. Now this one here I put white border, but it doesn't have to have a white border. And so one is green and one is gold. But look at that. Isn't that fun? And more is better. I like that. All right, so that is our first card. I hope you like that. And I'm going to show you some more. Now here's another idea. It is DSP, and remember we double side along the frame first, then put your 2-sided or foam tape along it, put your beads in, and these are called effervescent elements, and just look at how awesome that is. And I had so much fun, I made 2 of them. So it's kind of fun for sure. The DSP that I've used is from the Rustic Harvest. So there's lots of beautiful designs in there. and this is the one that I used. So I really thought that was neat. And these elements are just round little balls, and I'll tell you, they are very pretty. Can you see the design in them? And of course they make a noise too. So that is card number 2. Now I did mean to mention that to make your frame, this frame is Fabulous Frames. So it has some nice lines in it, embossed. Or if you don't have that, you can just use 2 rectangles and die cut them together, and you will get a frame as well. So you can make it larger or smaller. And again, it's the same concept. And here is another shaker card. And again, the same idea. You put your acetate behind your designer series paper or whatever paper you're going to use on your front. Then you put your foam pieces on, put your elements on that, and then make sure that your paper is smaller for the next piece, and you won't see it as you layer those pieces. Now, I wasn't sure if the red showed up as much as the gold, so I certainly could add these to the card. And I have Merry Christmas, which I used a die cut for the sentiment of Merry Christmas, and I used a gold piece that I like to put on the back so that it gives it a little bit of a border. So you just put it on the glue, put it on your... The glue is nice because you can move it around. And we've got that on. Then we'll put the bottom border on. And just give that a minute to dry. And then I can put some gold pieces on where it goes on the gold or the red. So I'm just going to put that on here. Actually, that could go up a little higher, couldn't it? Just put that up there. There we go. Now our sentiment is ready to finish off the card. And you know Christmas will be here before you know it. And I find the gold just sets that off nicely. So again, another shaker card. So I think that's really pretty. Now, a card that I made a while back is from the Bottled of Happiness, and this has shaker in it as well. But what's fun about this card is that it comes with the stamp of the flowers. Then you punch out your shape. But wait for it. You can buy the pieces that go into, after you stamp it out, you push this on, it's double-sided, so that eliminates all of that extra foam pieces. So these come in 2 different shapes, but I've seen them around, and they make a shaker card really, really fun. So I hope you enjoyed all of these ideas, and I hope you come up with your own shaker cards. Let me know how yours turned out. Thank you for your subscribing and your kind comments, and I will be back next week with some more ideas. And here are our cards that I hope you enjoyed. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.